The daily life of royal women in the Abbasid Caliphate. Power behind the veil. Imagine a world of opulent palaces, silken robes, and whispered secrets. But behind the shimmering facade lies a complex reality. This is the world of the royal women of the Abbasid Caliphate, a realm of privilege, power, and confinement. The lives of royal women in the Abbasid Caliphate, particularly during its golden age, 8th to 10th centuries, were a fascinating paradox. They lived in unparalleled luxury, yet their lives were governed by strict social norms. These women, though largely confined to domestic roles, wielded significant influence behind the scenes. Their stories offer a glimpse into a world where power and restriction coexisted. Our journey will explore the daily routines, responsibilities, and influence of these remarkable women. We'll uncover the complexities of their lives within the walls of the Abbasid palaces. The day for a royal woman typically began before sunrise with prayers and ablutions. Religious observance was a cornerstone of their lives. Following prayers, a significant portion of the morning was dedicated to personal grooming. This was an elaborate affair involving numerous servants. Attendants played a crucial role, not only in grooming but also as confidants, messengers, and even spies. They were the eyes and ears of the royal women within the palace. Breakfast was a lavish affair, featuring delicacies from across the vast Abbasid Empire. Imagine tables laden with fruits, pastries, and exotic spices. Royal women were responsible for overseeing the running of their opulent residences. This was no small task, given the scale and complexity of the Abbasid palaces. Financial management was a key responsibility. They managed the household finances, ensuring the smooth operation of their estates. Supervising the extensive household staff was another crucial aspect of their daily lives. This required organizational skills and the ability to delegate effectively. The education of their children was also a primary concern. They employed tutors to provide a comprehensive education for their offspring. Subjects taught included literature, poetry, music, and religious studies. The aim was to cultivate well-rounded and cultured individuals. While direct involvement in political affairs was limited, royal women exerted influence through their relationships. Their proximity to the caliph and other powerful figures gave them a unique platform. They often acted as intermediaries, conveying messages and influencing policies and appointments. Their opinions were valued, even if not publicly acknowledged. A notable example is Khaizuran, the wife of Caliph al-Mahdi, and mother of Caliphs al-Hadi and Harun al-Rashid. Her political acumen and active participation were widely recognized. Khaizuran even held her own court, receiving dignitaries and engaging in political discussions. This was an unprecedented level of influence for a woman in the Abbasid court. Her story highlights the potential for royal women to shape the course of history, even within the constraints of their social roles. Royal women were often highly educated and possessed a deep love for the arts. They were patrons of learning and culture. Many hosted literary salons, gatherings for intellectual exchange and discussion. These salons provided a space for scholars, poets, and artists to share their work. They also patronized poets, scholars, and artists, providing them with financial support and recognition. This patronage contributed to the flourishing of culture during the Abbasid Golden Age. Commissioning works of art was another way they contributed to the cultural landscape. They commissioned paintings, sculptures, and other artistic creations. Their intellectual pursuits and patronage played a vital role in the cultural vibrancy of the Abbasid Caliphate. They were not merely ornaments, but active participants in the intellectual life of their time. Evenings were often dedicated to socializing and entertainment. Royal women attended banquets, performances, and recitals. Games and other forms of amusement were also popular. These provided a respite from the demands of their daily lives. However, it's important to note that these social interactions primarily occurred within the harem, segregated from men outside their immediate family. Despite their privilege and influence, royal women were subject to strict social norms and restrictions. Their lives were governed by expectations of modesty and seclusion. The harem, a separate section of the palace dedicated to women, was both a sanctuary and a gilded cage. It provided a safe and luxurious environment, but also limited their freedom. They were expected to maintain modesty in their dress and behavior. Interactions with the outside world were carefully controlled. This limited freedom was a defining characteristic of their lives. They were powerful within their sphere, but restricted in their ability to move freely and interact with society at large. The dual nature of the harem, a place of comfort and confinement, encapsulates the paradoxical existence of royal women in the Abbasid Caliphate. The lives of royal women in the Abbasid Caliphate were a complex blend of privilege and constraint. They wielded influence behind the scenes, but were subject to strict social norms. Their limited freedom and autonomy were a direct result of these social expectations. They were valued for their domestic roles and their potential to influence the caliph and other powerful figures. Their stories serve as a testament to the contradictions inherent in their position. They were both powerful and powerless, privileged and restricted. Their legacy is a reminder that even within the most opulent settings, social norms can impose significant limitations. Understanding their lives provides valuable insight into the complexities of gender, power, and society in the Abbasid Caliphate. Now that you've journeyed into the fascinating world of Abbasid royal women, delve deeper. Research specific figures like Kaiseran, explore the architecture of Abbasid palaces, and share this video with others interested in history and Islamic culture. Leave a comment below with your thoughts and subscribe for more historical explorations.